Hey, what's up? First thing I like to say is thanks for hitting the link and watching this video. It took time and effort to make this. Really do appreciate that. Also, if you don't mind, can you hit that like and subscribe? Hitting the like don't hurt none. You can hit it right before you see the video. Don't worry, you will be satisfied. Also, we trying to get some new things going on in this channel, and to do that, I need new equipment. And to do that, it would really help if you could give some kind of donation. If you can't, it's cool. It is what it is. We still appreciate your presence here. If you can, that would be very nice, and link is in the description. Anyway, right now, let's get to our regularly scheduled program. BBN, Jack Full speaking. Okay, breaking news. Taxstone has pled guilty to the federal gun possession charge. This is not surprising to me. Reason being is when the feds come to get you, they have everything. The feds don't come to get you and they're searching, they're trying to figure anything out. When the feds come to get you, they have everything they need for a conviction. Everything. Everything they need. The Fed's freaking conviction rate is ridiculously high. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, it's like in the 90s. But most of that is because, people see the evidence against them, I'm guessing. And they just say they cop. They cop. Because, if the feds is, if you're going to take us to court, then you're going to get the max. That's it. You take us to court, you're getting the max. You cop, you can get that cut down a couple years. Because they don't want to have to go to court. We got you. Anyway, so there's the federal gun possession charge. I'm assuming that's because it went over lines, state lines, maybe. Maybe he bought it in another state. This is just all assumption right there. Thinking maybe he bought it in another state, because you could have a gun possession charge and it not be federal. So I'm guessing, whenever you do anything and you started in one state and then you end it in another state, that now becomes you're breaking a federal law. That immediately the feds, if they want to get involved in it, then they're involved in it. So that's just for anybody in future reference. One, don't break laws. Do not be a criminal. I'm just saying, if for something happens where you're going to have to do one crime, and that one crime is going to have to go between two states, understand the feds are going to be the ones that you're going to have to deal with, and they don't come get you unless they got a conviction. Like, whoever's the people beating these Fed charges, I don't even understand. They must be losing witnesses. I don't understand how that's happening. But anyway, Taxstone, he says he pled guilty, and it's a possible 20 years. So look for him, maybe somewhere between 10, 12 years he's going to serve. Maybe. They're going to give you more than half. It's not like if you got a possible 25-year sentence in the city and you plead, so they give you a lot less. Like, the feds is going to want half or more. So you look for him to serve maybe 12, 13 years, something like that. I wouldn't say 10. I wouldn't say half specifically, but maybe 12, 13 years. But then you add on all the good time if you get, time for, not having problems or whatever while you're locked up and incarcerated, then maybe then under those guidelines, it could get somewhere near 10, but just like off the rip, it's going to be like 12, 10 years. But, yeah, so this is what's going on with him. But also the crazy thing about it is, don't forget, if somebody died. So, what I'm assuming is, just like I said with the gun, see, the gun probably came from another state. So since the gun was brought from another state, from one state to the next state, then that was, the feds, that's their jurisdiction. But since the murder was only committed in one state, it's not like they killed the guy and then dropped the body off in another state, or they kidnapped the guy and then took him to another state and then murdered him. Like, then the feds would be involved in it, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. With that being said, they could swoop in and take anything. Anything is under their jurisdiction. It's just shit that they, want to take. I'm assuming. That this is assumption, but since that's a city crime, that's like city state level. So maybe they're still looking into who they're going to charge for that killing. But at the end of the day, whoever they charge for that killing, I still would look to see Taxstone facing some of the, also being part of one of the people being prosecuted, even if he's not the guy that pulled the trigger, because he supplied the weapon. So I look for him to also be prosecuted in whatever situation that is. So basically, he shouldn't be thinking about being a free man for the next 20 years. And this is what y'all rappers out here, all of these tough guy rappers, this is what y'all need to think about. I mean, you could just look at Chicago alone, Chirac alone. Look at all of the young men who, due to their in it, criminalities, they're not going to be free no time soon. You could look at Rondo number 9. He had some music I liked. You could look at what was the C Day is the one that got locked up with him, right? He's gone for a minute. D Rose. These guys are going for a minute. We ain't seeing them. We got to take this into consideration. I don't even think that the beef that Taxstone had with Troy Ave was actually even, that's the gentleman that the gun was procured for and used against, or attempted to be used against, when Troy Ave's bodyguard actually took the brunt of the murder spree, and he actually was the one that ended up being murdered. But the beef didn't even make no sense. Taxstone's just talking about how he just wanted to bully Troy Ave for whatever his reasonings was. From what I saw, he didn't even have a legitimate reason to want to bully the dude. He just, was just picking on somebody. That's it. As far as I could tell, unless they got some other, other underlying stuff that I know nothing about. As far as I know, he was himself said that he's bullying him because he doesn't like the way he carries himself or something like that. So now he's in a situation, and he's in the situation, he's gonna spend some time, doing federal time, but it's for his fans of his show Tax Season. I will assume that this is a hard hit, but all of this was not something that needed to happen. This is something that one particular group or one particular man in his group decided was going to happen. I really didn't even hear Troy Ave saying anything back to him when they were beefing. He just to him, he just wanted Troy Ave to be gotten. That's it. For whatever his case, whatever his reasons were. Maybe it's some personal shit that none of us is ever gonna know about. Maybe they write a book, after he gets out in like 40 years. That's an exaggeration, but when he gets back out on the street, maybe he writes a book. I don't know. Maybe Troy Ave comes up off the information, but I doubt it, because he wasn't even talking to police. That's crazy too, because the police went up to Troy Ave. They were trying to get him to, first they were trying to arrest him and charge him with a whole bunch of stuff. And even under the fire of himself possibly being charged with the murder of his bodyguard, and a whole bunch of other attempted murders, I'm going to assume, he kept his mouth shut. And he just, what they call snitch. He didn't snitch. He kept his mouth shut. He let the police do their own job. He said, you know what? It's your job. You do your job. I'm not going to do your job for you. And at the same time, Taxstone sent a letter to the judge wanting to know, trying to figure out a way to snitch his way out of it. Like, that had to be the first sign that obviously this man was guilty. But whether he's guilty or not, he took the plea deal. Tons of people take plea deals and they're not guilty. So whether he's guilty or not, he took the plea deal. And you can look for him to be going 10 plus years. So comment down below. I want to know what y'all think about this. Like, I thought that the whole beef was stupid in the first place, and that now this man has put himself in a situation that, he's going to be incarcerated for who knows how long over nothing. I thought it was over nothing, because Troy Ave didn't even look like he was caring about the dude at all. So comment down below. I want to know what y'all think about this. And like, comment, subscribe, share. That's all I got for you. And I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.